What's going on, everybody? Back at it here with another video. Got another shoe that I will be reviewing, this time from a new brand. Stefan Miocic decided to start up a new brand called ONEV. It represents onto never-ending victories. Very excited for this new shoe that he just released called the Introwaves. I managed to get the purple pair in a size 8. Here is the box here. Matches the shoes, pretty sick box. Matches the design that you'll see in just a second from the shoe. Pretty standard box, and wrapping paper, everything. Already tried them on to see how they fit, and bam, this is your ONEV Introwave shoe. Pretty sick design. Stefan Miocic killed it. Has a synthetic suede upper. I will say I think they try to copy the XEO with the material. It's a slightly less of a quality than what you will find at XEO, which I was a little bit disappointed in due to the price point. But I think with time, seeing how the durability will last, will be its best judgment. I can't be too harsh right now, but pretty soft. But I will say, like I said, it is a little bit cheaper quality than an XEO, but I digress. Still pretty cool design. A pretty cool feature that they have is that the toe box, the mudguard here, it's double layered essentially. So they have the white base, then on top of that they have another white mudguard on top of that, and then you have the purple little wave design on top of that. So you almost have like triple the layer for the toe box, which I think is very smart, especially because that's where you see a lot of the wrestlers, their shoes start to break, and it's double stitched as well. So pretty cool, smart idea by them. I am a little bit worried about the wave coming apart, but hopefully that lasts a good while. Hopefully it does sustain its longevity. Very impressed with the outsole. I think this is probably going to be one of the best wrestling outsoles. Hot take, but just out of the box, I was very impressed with the quality, how grippy it is, the stiffness. This is going to be one that, if it does last the while, and for what you pay as well, you're paying $170 for this shoe. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than a Ruda shoe, Nike, Adidas. So if you're paying that much, I'm hoping that this lasts a long time. But very impressed with the outsole. One of my favorite outsoles is the outsole from the Kale shoe, the one with the shroud on top of it, the American colorway. I have a pair of those in my car. I'll show you a picture of them talking. But I think that's probably one of the best outsole, and it wasn't one of those split outsoles that you see some on the Combat Speeds and some of these newer shoes. Some of the Asics have it, I believe, as well. But the entire unisole is one of my favorites for wrestling, and I think they knocked it out of the park with the quality in this outsole. I'm very impressed with it. So hopefully it does last a long time. Again, that's my only gripe with this shoe, is the price point. Again, you're paying $170 for this shoe. Very cool shoe, but it better last a long time. Especially, like I said, you're paying for synthetic suede on an XEO. I paid a little bit over $200 for that, and you're getting real suede with that higher quality. So for 30 extra bucks, I might as well just buy an XEO. But again, design is cool. Again, it's a startup brand, so it's the first shoe that they ever released. Obviously, if it does well, we continue to support them. I'm a big fan of the shoe. I think it looks cool. Hopefully it does last a long time, but with more and more iterations coming out, I think quality will only get better. And it's nice to have competition in the wrestling shoe space. I feel like the 3 brands, now 4 with Rudis entering the space and being as big as it is now, I think it's cool that there's more brands opening up now, like Caden Herschel and other, hopefully more wrestling shoe brands. It's cool that former wrestlers are starting to get into it, because you don't see a lot of signature shoes. I know David Taylor had the M2s and the matte, not the M2s, the matte Combat Speeds and the matte Wizards. I had both of those colorways. So, but it's kind of cool to see that wrestlers are finally getting their own shoe, granted in their own accord, starting their own businesses. But I mean, that's what we have to do in order to grow the sport and just grow just brands in general. But very, very big fan of the design, so hopefully it lasts. Again, the price point is my only biggest gripe, but anything else, I think I'm just being harsh because of the price, but other than that, it's pretty cool shoe. Pretty cool shoe. So I'll show you on feet on this next portion of this video here. Alright, so here's your shoes on feet. Do think that they look pretty, well, even cooler on feet. But I got a size 8 in these. Just to stay true to size, I have a pretty narrow foot, but big fan of these shoes. Typically in my Nikes I wear size 8. Like my Freaks and Flicks, all that, they're size 8. Adidas Combat Speeds I wear 7.5. Axios are 8, so just for size reference. But I would stay true to size, and Nike socks, they fit like perfect. There's like no space in between, like doesn't cram my foot or anything. I would say it's just more of a standard foot rather than a narrow fit. So again, just staying true to size, I think you should be good. But yeah, these, he killed it with the design on these. Purple matches the Ravens, big Ravens fans, so both flock. So very happy with how they turned out, and hopefully they do last. And I can already tell you that that grip and that outsole is going to be very good. So can't wait to get these on the mat. Hopefully I can give you a performance review, update you on my thoughts on the shoe, because this is a newer brand. So you're spending a lot of money on this shoe, so I want to make sure that kids and or adults too as well are really getting their money's worth, especially if you're paying a lot for us in shoes. And yeah, so design's sick. Hopefully they're even sicker on the mat. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. I do also have the Inflict 4s. I've already used them and reviewed them and used them in wrestling mats, lifting, and all sorts of stuff. So I'll give you my review on that. Can't really unbox them, but kind of show you how they will operate, my thoughts on them, give you guys that video and other videos in the near future. So if you'd like content like that, comment, subscribe, like, share, support your boy. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Be on the lookout for more, and peace.